Story name: The Lion and the Mouse. One sunny afternoon in the vast jungle, the mighty lion Simba was resting peacefully after a hearty meal. He stretched his golden fur and closed his eyes, ready for a long nap under the cool shade of a large tree. Simba was the king of the jungle, feared by all animals, and no one dared to disturb him. Nearby, a tiny mouse named Chintu was scurrying around in search of food. Chintu, though small and always careful, was in a playful mood that day. While playing with some seeds, he didn't notice he was running straight toward the sleeping lion. In a moment of carelessness, he ran right over Simba's large paw. Simba woke up with a mighty roar. He swiftly caught Chintu in his strong claws. The poor mouse was trapped and trembling with fear. "How dare you disturb my sleep?" Simba growled, glaring down at the tiny creature. Chintu squeaked, "Please, oh mighty Simba, spare my life. I didn't mean to disturb you. If you let me go, I promise I will help you one day." The lion, amused by the idea that this little mouse could ever help him, laughed heartily. His laughter echoed through the jungle. "You? Help me? What a ridiculous idea." Simba chuckled. "You are too small and weak to help someone like me." Chintu pleaded, "I know I am small, but even the smallest creatures can be useful. Please, let me go, and one day I will repay your kindness." Simba, still finding the situation humorous, thought for a moment. He wasn't hungry, and this tiny creature was no threat to him. "Very well," he said, releasing Chintu. "I'll let you go, but don't think you'll be of any help to me." Chintu thanked Simba profusely, squeaking, "Thank you, mighty lion. I will never forget your kindness." He scurried away as fast as his little legs could carry him, grateful for his life. Days passed, and Simba forgot all about the mouse. One morning, while roaming the jungle in search of food, Simba wandered into a trap set by hunters. As he walked through the tall grass, the hunter's net sprang up and trapped him. Simba roared and struggled with all his strength, but the more he tried to free himself, the tighter the net became. He was caught, and there was no escape. Simba roared loudly, hoping that someone would come to his aid. But the other animals, frightened by his mighty roars and the sight of the hunter's trap, stayed far away. He continued to struggle, but it was no use, the net was too strong. Suddenly, Simba heard a familiar squeaking sound. It was Chintu. The little mouse had heard the lion's desperate roars and rushed to the scene. He saw Simba trapped in the net and immediately sprang into action. "Don't worry, Simba. I'll help you," Chintu said bravely. Simba, surprised to see the little mouse, watched as Chintu began to gnaw at the thick ropes of the net. The mouse's tiny, sharp teeth worked quickly and efficiently, cutting through the ropes one by one. Simba, though still doubtful at first, watched in amazement as the little mouse steadily chewed away at the trap. In no time, Chintu had chewed through enough of the ropes to free the mighty lion. Simba stepped out of the net, finally free, and shook his mane proudly. He looked down at the tiny mouse, who had saved his life. Simba bowed his head in gratitude. "Thank you, Chintu. I never imagined that someone as small as you could help someone as powerful as me." "I am in your debt," Simba said, his voice full of respect. Chintu smiled and said, "You see, great Simba, it's not the size that matters, but the heart and the will to help. Even the smallest creatures can make a big difference." From that day on, Simba and Chintu became the best of friends. Simba learned that kindness and humility are as important as strength and power, and Chintu became known as the bravest little mouse in the jungle.